Once again, does Bitcoin find itself in a quandary? Once again, is it a battle between the bulls and the bears for supremacy? And once again, is it time for the traders to get this crypto? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. What is going on, my friends? Today I'd like to discuss Bitcoin and the action we're seeing in the chart right now. We're all coiled up. We're still inside this equilibrium pattern, but we are in a critical area right now that is going to need a flush break in one direction or the other. Also, ladies and gentlemen, sheesh. Has Don Carbonaccio not been calling this for months, ladies and gentlemen? We are getting reports now that up to 95% of the volume on the unregulated crypto exchanges is suspect. Ladies and gentlemen, I have even used this exact word, suspect. It is insane that this is coming to light now, as we have been covering it here in extensive detail over the past several months. That Don Carbonaccio does not believe this volume, buffoonery, and foolery going on inside the crypto market cap and the 24-hour volume right now. We're going to dive into that. And also, ladies and gentlemen, say it ain't so. For the first time since 2007, the yield curve has inverted inside the US bonds market. If you are not aware what this means and the implications it could have on the traditional markets, we are already seeing the fear, uncertainty, and doubt articles come out right now, ladies and gentlemen. And I'd like to give my input on how I believe this could affect Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market as a whole. Jam-packed stream here today. So as a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up. All right, so we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice. This is not trading advice. These are only my own opinions, ideas, and observations on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. Being said, here we are on the 4-hour time frame. Sheesh, ladies and gentlemen. We have seen, as of yesterday, this lightsaber of doom, which was the result of a fake out. Before we even dive any further into this trend right here, I'd like to point out that this is becoming a common occurrence here. We did have a fake out on our last our last micro swing high right here as well. And the fake out was creating the first higher high for the first time in dang near 15 months, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it first here. Don Carbonaccio is not believing that this should be in fact categorized as a higher high, because to me, ladies and gentlemen, it was nothing more than a fake out, a foolery here inside the chart. Now, what I'm seeing here as well is that this right here, classic fake out. We had our first high, little Wiccanacci Dondada. Tell your wife, tell your father, it's time to get this crypto. Followed by a rejection, finding that support along our old historic trend line that we would like to see old consolidation act as new support. We did find that right there. And then we went up to break resistance. And what do you know, ladies and gentlemen? Just when you would think that we finally get our bullish confirmation, oh, Kirby, we broke resistance. It's time, Kirby. We're going to the moon. And just when James at the water cooler and average Joe get their panties in a bunch, we wind up getting the lightsaber of doom to crush their dreams and liquidate their future. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently traveling within a very tight range here. If we use our price range tool, we can see that it is just a mere 1.25% roughly here on the chart right now. We are currently underneath my red rectangle of resistance. Anything inside this box, to me, ladies and gentlemen, is fair game for a rejection. If the bullish thesis, in my opinion, is going to continue here, we will need to break the resistance once again. And this time it has more than the task it had prior, because not only does it need to break the box this time, but it will also need to create a higher high here upon the last wick, which was at, let's get the exact number, 40.56, and then we would need to consolidate and look to move higher. My concern here is that this red box, there's not much room here, ladies and gentlemen. Just off the box alone, it's 1.6% to the upside before another historic resistance trend line. And also, if we just take the percentage after it would create a new high, it's less than 0.6%, ladies and gentlemen. It's about 0.5%. Does that mean it has to stop there? No, it does not at all. We could look for a classic double top, right? Something along the lines of this region, right? Which would have our prior high just at about 4,200, right? So if we do extrapolate from there, we have about 3% or so, ladies and gentlemen. To me, there's not great opportunity to the upside, albeit I do believe maybe we could test up there just as quickly, because to me, ladies and gentlemen, this trend has still not proven to me at all to be out of the bear market yet. The higher highs aren't being stuck in and sustained. The volume, as we're seeing here, we're going to get into this in a moment, but the volume is very suspect. I just am not seeing a full picture here for the bear market to be over. And if that is the case, right, thinking about this very unemotionally, unbiased, if that is the case, then what seems to be the most probable scenario, right? And I'm actually going to go over to the BLX index for a moment here. Let's go out to the weekly. I was showing this metric yesterday on stream, and right now I believe that we are truly at the precipice here. Let me clean this up, get some of this stuff out of the way. I haven't pulled this up since the stream last night. So if we are, in fact, not going to end the bear market right now, right? Hypothetically, let's say that the bear market just is not over and it's going to continue. As it stands right now, and we're looking at our range here, we're coming up on extreme resistance here, and all of our prior resistance levels have failed us, right? So if we are looking to continue the bear market, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the point of failure right now, in my opinion. If there's ever a place for it to fail, it probably would be right around this vicinity. And of course, it is not the weekly close yet for the candle, so there's not too much to do here. But as we stand right now, this candle is red and also is looking like a doji. And generally, at the top of a trend that is ready to reverse, you do wind up with a doji candle. They call it a doji reversal. And you guys know, if you are subscribed here, what we are appearing to be in here, in my opinion, is a classic rising wedge pattern, which is a bearish formation coming off of a dump with a unsustainable reaction rally, creating this pattern on low volume. And now we are seeing a tentative doji being stuck in here at the end of the week. And if this candle is in fact painted as a red doji and the volume is low, ladies and gentlemen, it may in fact be time for grandma's cookies and a bottle of yo-ho-ho. The good times may be upon us, my friends, because what I believe right now, what Don Carbolaccio believes right now, is that if this candle is in fact painted a doji and red, the bearish red, This opportunity to the downside, ladies and gentlemen, may in fact be much more lucrative than any minuscule pump to the upside that we could see here in the immediate term. Of course, that is not investment advice. That is only my own opinion and observation. Right now, I am not looking for a soup and a sandwich trade. I don't want the little nickel and dimes, ladies and gentlemen. Don Carbonaccio does not come for the soup and the sandwich. He comes for the whole dang restaurant, ladies and gentlemen. And right now, I see that that whole restaurant may in fact be more easily obtained by a move to the downside than a little itty-bitty pump to the upside. And for me right now, ladies and gentlemen, I am plotting my strategy right now for the potentially life-changing drop or rip. If we go up, you best believe I'm going to be playing that blue sky breakout as well. But if we go down too, I believe either way right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a proverbial powder keg absolutely ready to explode. It's decision time here for Bitcoin. It must make a decision. It must happen in the short term, in my opinion, and I'm ready to get this crypto. Ladies and gentlemen, many are going to get caught like a deer in the headlights here. You know what I'm talking about. You know the Moon Boys crying, getting your shoulder to cry on, right? Oh, Carbonaccio, I got wrecked again, Kirby, wrecked again. Oh. Do not be taking that trip to Wrecked City, ladies and gentlemen. Do not be going down Liquidation Boulevard with Poopcoin Patrick and Moonboy Montgomery. It's time to crush this market. It's time to transform yourself from Average Joe into Savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. Being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do not plan to take that trip to Wrecked City. I plan to crush this market, and I will be keeping my VIPs up to date in absolute real time with every single trade I make in real time to the second. Every entry, every exit, every target, every take profit, etc., for you exclusively in VIP right now. I will see you in VIP, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to crush this market. It's time to get this crypto. Being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to move over to this article here about the suspect crypto volume. But if you are just tuning in now, don't forget to moon up the likes, moon them up, smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell. Let's get this crypto. Satoshi needs a new pair of shoes. Sheesh, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Has it not been on the radar for quite some time that the volume profile inside this market has been a little bit not real? That's the only way to put it. We're seeing that a bunch of these, the key word here is unregulated crypto exchanges. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we know there are so many of these exchanges, just an absolute absurd amount of exchanges that just truthfully, here we go. Look, we'll go to the top 100. This is only the 100, right? You could scroll all the way down here. Over 100 exchanges on page 1. Go to page 2. Sheesh, ladies and gentlemen. Another 200. Let's go to page 3. Ladies and gentlemen, you get the point here, right? There's over 200 crypto exchanges just listed on CoinMarketCap alone. You know, the large majority are unregulated, right? And the thing is that apparently, per Bitwise here, their research is suggesting that a lot of this is fake and or non-economic wash trading. It's no surprise to me. I mean, I've seen the Moon Boys, ladies and gentlemen. On certain exchanges, the volume has appeared to be as large as what we've seen back at the height of the bubble, right? And the thing is that if you're thinking that the height of the bubble is going to have the same volume as us floating around in an equilibrium post-capitulation, not making any significant gains, with no hype in the market, and just nothing at all causing any kind of retail fear of missing out, etc., It may in fact be time for some fish oils there, James. Time to up the IQ, do some calisthenics, jumping jacks, maybe swim a few laps around the pool with Poopcoin Patrick and Moonboy Montgomery. I know that Corey, the crypto crackhead, itching his neck, scratching his collar, living that life of peril and squalor. He's been crying me a pool of Moonboy tears, ladies and gentlemen, and I've been swimming laps in them, doing backstroke through it for over 15 months now, ladies and gentlemen. And the thing is that these Moonboys will cling on to any narrative they can that shows that this market is bullish, and I have no idea why. This market has been incredibly bearish for, well over a year at this point, going on a year and a half straight. And now the narrative, as of late, has been that the volume, Kirby. It's the volume. Don't you see it, Kirby? Don't you see it? Hi, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I see is delusion in the eyes of the beholder, ladies and gentlemen. The behodler. I see delusion in the eyes of the behodler. And the thing is that if you keep looking at this market with delusion in your eyes, you will never prosper. The ones that crush this market, the ones that get this crypto, are the ones that do not care about the market going bullish right now. Sure, I would love for this market to be bullish, but it's not, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it is. It's been bearish. I've known the volume had a high probability to be fake. They're saying up to 95% of it is fake. And I do agree with them. And for me, ladies and gentlemen, this is just another indicator to me that nothing has changed here in the macro perspective. We are still in a overall very, very bearish market, in a very, very bearish structure, which to me looks like now a classic bear flag awaiting another drop deep down into the crypto abyss. One that is going to flush these Moonboys straight out, ladies and gentlemen. Hitting them with the 1-2 punch. Have they been liquidated? I don't know, but I do have a hunch. And I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, Don Carbonaccio plans to prosper and crush this market when this does in fact occur. Of course, I will keep you all updated in VIP with my entries, exits, trades, take profits, etc., in real time up to the second. Do not be taking that trip to Wreck City. Do not be getting caught like a deer in the headlights. It's time to crush this market. It's time to get this crypto. I will see you in VIP, ladies and gentlemen. And now for the grand finale, ladies and gentlemen. Sheesh. The yield curve inversion. The first time since 2007. And we all know what happened after 2007. Cough. Global economic crisis. Cough. This is the first time it's happened, ladies and gentlemen. Earlier today, we did get it inverted. Now, let me explain how this works. So, bonds come in all shapes and sizes, right? You can get a 1-month bond, a 3-month bond, a 1-year bond, a 10-year bond, a 30-year bond, etc. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, the lower term bonds, meaning the 1 month, at one point today was paying more than a 10-year bond. So you could lock your money up for 1 month and get a better rate than a 10-year bond. Insanity, ladies and gentlemen. Why would you lock your money for 10 years when you could lock it for a month and get a better rate? Exactly. That is exactly correct. What you're thinking. Why would you do that? There is no reason to do that. And that is why it's so problematic. And generally, I believe almost every time, if not every time, it's very close to every time. I wish I had pulled up the statistic here. This generally does lead to a recession. It's an indicator. It's an indicator that can show that a recession is looming. And of course, with this happening today, All the fear, uncertainty, and doubt articles are starting to come out about the stock market. If you'd like to look more into this on your own time, I do encourage you to. I don't have an opinion on this per se at this exact moment. I will need to see what happens with the bond market over the course of the next week. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason that I'm bringing this up is that we may expect to see absolute turmoil, volatility, destruction, and chaos amidst the traditional markets. Is this going to have an effect on Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market in the immediate term? That will need to be seen. We are traveling in a range right now where I've stated, not only here on the 4-hour do we appear ready for an extreme reversal or an extreme breakout to the upside, but right now it appears to me that this occurrence here with the bond market, the yield curve inverting, the stock market having a crazy day today. Go check out those numbers if you haven't, ladies and gentlemen. The U.S. stock market was in absolute shambles all day today following this news here. A lot of volatility, and the market does appear to be unstable, in my opinion, at this time. And this for Bitcoin could result in massive volatility and could wind up being a catalyst here to be the rocket ship to the upside or the catalyst for the plunge deep down into the crypto abyss. Either way, the traditional markets are incredibly volatile right now. Bitcoin appears to be at the precipice of a potentially life-changing move to define the trend. And right now, I have never been so excited for a trading opportunity in my life, ladies and gentlemen. I see that this move right here was very similar in terms of the action that we had here. A lot of sideways consolidation, a lot of waiting and uncertainty, and just a lot of disbelief from the Moon Boys clinging onto any bullish sentiment they could. Remember over here, ladies and gentlemen? But backed, Kirby, backed. The Backstreet Boys singing a song in a back alley now, ladies and gentlemen. Tooting their own little horn about getting wrecked from 6K. While Don Carbonaccio has been playing this market like a fiddle, a spit-shine trombone, and a game of Sudoku on an overseas flight. Let's get this crypto. I'm ready to seize upon potentially life-changing opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ready to crush this market. Do not be getting caught like a deer in the headlights. Do not be taking that trip to Wreck City with Average Joe and James at the water cooler. It's time to crush this market. It's time to transform yourself from Average Joe into Savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in VIP. I will be keeping you up to date in real time to the exact second with my trades, entries, exits, targets, take profits, etc. All for you exclusively in VIP. I will see you in VIP right now. Shout out to my VIPs. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could one last time, moon up the likes, moon them up, smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell. Let's get this crypto. Let me know what you think about all this crazy news, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be reading the comments today. Let me know. We have a lot going on here, and the price, in my opinion, is ready to explode to the upside or the downside, and I am ready, ladies and gentlemen, to crush this market and get this crypto. I hope you are as well, and I will be keeping you up to date in real time with my trades, entries, exits, etc. in VIP. Shout out to my VIPs. I will see you all in VIP right now. Shout out to my VIPs. And until next time, my friends, be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.